Have you ever felt the urge to share every detail of your life the moment something exciting happens? Maybe you've caught yourself reaching for your phone to announce a new goal, a fresh relationship, or a big dream before it's even begun. In a world where social media rewards instant updates and applause, it's easy to believe that sharing is not only harmless, but necessary. Yet, what if the very act of oversharing is quietly chipping away at your peace, your power, and your progress? Let's explore why privacy is the secret weapon of the world's most successful, fulfilled people. Why is it that the strongest, most strategic individuals guard their private lives with unwavering discipline? Why do they move in silence, keeping their ambitions and struggles away from the public eye? The answer is simple. Because privacy protects your power. When you hold your cards close, you build an empire on your own terms, free from the noise, opinions, and doubts of others. The cost of oversharing is real, and it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. In today's interconnected landscape, every update can become ammunition for criticism, jealousy, or interference. When you share your intentions prematurely, you invite not only support, but also skepticism, envy, and unsolicited advice. These outside voices, no matter how well-meaning, can plant seeds of doubt, drain your energy, and subtly steer you off course. The more eyes you invite into your process, the more you risk diluting your vision and losing focus on what truly matters. But why do we overshare in the first place? At the core, it's human nature to seek validation, connection, and encouragement. We want to be seen, heard, and understood. However, the pursuit of external affirmation can become a trap. When your motivation hinges on the reactions of others, your resolve becomes fragile. You become vulnerable to the shifting tides of public opinion, rather than anchored in your own convictions. There's another, darker side to oversharing. Some people will use your secrets against you. Not everyone who listens is rooting for your success. Sometimes the very information you divulge becomes leverage for manipulation, gossip, or sabotage. Even those closest to you may, consciously or unconsciously, undermine your progress out of their own fears, insecurities, or misplaced concerns. Protecting your privacy is not about distrusting everyone. It's about being wise with your trust and discerning about what you reveal, when, and to whom. The psychology of silence is powerful. When you choose to remain quiet about your plans and aspirations, you conserve your mental and emotional energy. You avoid the noise that comes with public announcements and instead channel your focus into the work itself. Silence sharpens your intuition, heightens your awareness, and strengthens your resolve. It allows you to move with intention, clarity, and purpose, unburdened by the weight of external expectations. How do you know who deserves your trust? The answer lies in observing consistency, loyalty, and discretion over time. Trust is not given freely. It is earned through proven actions, not just words. The people who deserve to know your dreams are those who have demonstrated respect for your boundaries, celebrated your successes without envy, and supported you through setbacks without judgment. These individuals are rare, and their presence in your life should be cherished, but never taken for granted. Not everything needs to be announced. There is immense power in cultivating an inner world that is rich, complex, and protected from outside interference. The urge to seek validation fades when you recognize that your worth is not determined by applause or approval. The most successful people understand that privacy is not about isolation, it's about strategic self-preservation. They know that their energy is a finite resource and they guard it fiercely. Boundaries are your greatest form of self-respect. When you set clear limits on what you share and with whom, you communicate that your life is valuable and deserving of protection. Boundaries are not walls, they are filters. They allow you to create your inner circle, foster genuine connections, and shield yourself from negativity, distraction, and unnecessary drama. By saying no to oversharing, you are saying yes to peace, focus, and self-mastery. What happens when you keep your moves quiet? You create an environment where growth happens organically, free from the pressure of external scrutiny. You give yourself permission to experiment, fail and pivot without the fear of public embarrassment. Your confidence grows not from the applause of others, but from your own quiet achievements. When the time comes to reveal your progress, your results speak louder than any announcement ever could. Focus on the work, not the show. In a culture that glorifies visibility and spectacle, it takes courage to pursue excellence behind the scenes. Yet this is where true mastery is forged. The hours spent in solitude, the sacrifices made in silence, the discipline exercised away from prying eyes. These are the moments that define greatness. The world may not see your grind, but it will witness your results. Let your success be your introduction. Protecting your energy from unwanted opinions is an act of self-love. Every time you share a piece of your life, you open the door to feedback, positive or negative. While constructive criticism can be helpful, unsolicited opinions often create confusion, doubt, or defensiveness. By keeping your journey private, you give yourself space to process, reflect, and stay true to your vision. You become less reactive to the noise around you and more attuned to your inner voice. Training yourself to be private is a skill that can be developed with intention and practice. Start by becoming aware of your impulses to share. Ask yourself, why do I want to tell this person? What am I hoping to gain? Is this information necessary, or am I seeking validation? Learn to find comfort in your own company, to celebrate your wins quietly, and to process your setbacks internally. Over time, you'll discover that privacy brings a profound sense of freedom. Silence builds strength and confidence. When you resist the urge to explain, justify, or announce your every move, you reclaim your personal power. You become more resilient in the face of setbacks, less dependent on external affirmation, and more grounded in your purpose. Your self-esteem grows from within, fueled by your own discipline, integrity, and quiet victories. Growth happens in private, and celebration can be a sacred solitary act. The world doesn't need to know every detail of your journey. Your value is not measured by likes, comments, or followers. The most meaningful progress often occurs away from the spotlight. In the quiet moments where you choose discipline over distraction, faith over fear, and action over words. So, how do you apply these insights in your own life? Begin by recognizing that your story is precious and not everyone deserves access to it. Choose your confidants wisely. Share your dreams with those who have earned your trust, not with those who are simply curious. Set boundaries that protect your peace and enforce them with consistency and compassion. Remember, privacy is not about secrecy or isolation. It's about creating space for authentic growth, free from interference. It's about moving with intention, protecting your energy, and nurturing your ambitions until they are strong enough to withstand the world's scrutiny. When you build quietly, you give yourself room to evolve, change direction, and refine your goals without the burden of external judgment. Let your results be your voice. When you achieve what you set out to do, when your dreams become reality, you won't need to explain yourself. The evidence will speak for itself. People will see the transformation, the progress, and the success that you cultivated in silence. In that moment, you will realize that the applause you once craved is nothing compared to the deep, abiding satisfaction of knowing you built something real on your own terms. Every day, you're faced with a choice: to seek validation from the world or to find fulfillment within yourself. When you choose privacy, you choose power. When you guard your dreams, you give them the best chance to flourish. When you move in silence, you position yourself for true, lasting success. So, the next time you feel compelled to share your latest goal, your private struggle, or your next big move, pause. Ask yourself if sharing will serve your growth, or if it simply satisfies a fleeting desire for attention. Choose to honor your journey by protecting it. Value your silence as much as your words. This is the path of the most successful people. Those who shock the world not with announcements, but with undeniable results. They know that privacy is a superpower, that silence is strength, and that boundaries are the foundation of self-respect. By embracing these principles, you too can reclaim control of your narrative, energy, and peace of mind. At Life Motivation Liberty, we believe in empowering you to become the architect of your own destiny. We believe that you have the right to privacy, the freedom to pursue your goals in your own way, and the strength to build a life aligned with your values. Our mission is to provide you with the inspiration, tools, and strategies you need to break free from the need for external validation and to cultivate a mindset of true autonomy. Your story is yours to write. You're under no obligation to explain, justify, or announce your every move. The people who matter will respect your boundaries, and the rest are simply spectators. Choose to invest your energy in the work, not in the show. Build quietly, celebrate privately, and let your results speak louder than any words ever could. If you're ready to embrace the power of privacy, to set boundaries that honor your worth, and to move in silence towards your biggest dreams, you're in the right place. Here, you'll discover how to protect your peace, focus on your goals, and then cultivate the self-confidence that comes from within. You'll learn from inspiring stories of people who have succeeded quietly, who have chosen discipline over distraction, and who have let their results do the talking. Join us on this journey of self-mastery. Subscribe to Life Motivation Liberty for your weekly dose of inspiration, personal development strategies, and pathways to authentic freedom. Together, we'll break the habit of oversharing, reclaim the power of silence, and build lives that are truly our own. Remember, you are under no obligation to share every detail of your journey. Your privacy is your power. Protect it fiercely, nurture it lovingly, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never imagined. You don't owe anyone your plans, only your results. Let your actions be your voice, your growth be your proof, and your silence be your strength. Ready to transform your life? Subscribe now and step into your power. Your best, most authentic self is waiting just beyond the noise, in the quiet space where dreams become reality. Links to our other platforms can be found in our About section and video descriptions. New videos every week to keep you inspired, motivated, and moving forward. Your journey is yours. Protect it, build quietly, and let your results speak.